G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Beanie for those that don't know. This is my Land Cruiser. I'm just going through all the mods one by one as I'm doing them. I wasn't going to do another video just yet until the brakes and the wheels were on it, the new ones. But that's looking like it's going to be a little bit far away now. So I thought I'd just give you an update of where I'm at with it at the minute. All right, we'll get into it. Alright, so people that follow the channel will know that I had a completely different fridge set up in the back seat. I had an old Waco 50 litre that was just like a chest freezer, like with the lift up lid. After a while it just got a little bit annoying. It's alright if you're camping once or twice, 3 times a year, it doesn't bother you so much, but when we're camping as much as we do and for as long as we do, it can drive you bloody insane because everything you want is always down at the very bottom of the fridge, so you always got to pull everything out to get down to what you want. I love these full drive and camping shows on TV that every time you see them go into the fridge, whatever they're trying to get is like placed beautifully on top of it, so when they lift it up it's just right there. I love that because I know what actually really happens. Anyway, so I've replaced it with a Brass Monkey upright fridge, 65 litre. The reason why I got this fridge is because it's got a nice big freezer inside, and also it's quite big inside as well. The only thing I've got against it at the minute so far, we've only used it once when we went to Esperance, but the drinks and the stuff that were in the door weren't all that cold, so I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but everything else was pretty good. The freezer cranks, it's unbelievable freezer in it. And also we've got a little fridge down here as well, so we've got 2 fridges. I always like to have 2 fridges because in case one fails, we've always got the other one, even though it is quite small, and you don't ruin your bloody trip away. So this one's just going to be used for drinks fridge in the future now, instead of having drinks in the door. And also, if you're having drinks in here, we're not opening this one nowhere near as much, so letting all the cold air out. Okay, so also all the food that we used to have in the back drawer is now in this drawer. It can actually fit quite a bit of food in here. I didn't realise how much we could fit in here actually. So this just slides out and use it as a bench as well, so if we're making drinks or if we're preparing food, we can actually just do it on top here. It's very, very tight fit right through, as you can see. Now I've made it mice proof. What is it, mouse proof? Well, I'm not going to say proof actually, resistance, because the little pricks can get anywhere, but they're going to find it extremely hard to get in there. I've actually lined the hole inside with this tin, and it'll take them quite a while to chew through that, I'm tipping, but they will eventually if they gave it a go. So yeah, that will house all our food from now on. What do you think? Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Okay, so the next mod, which is more of a follow-on mod from the last video actually, is the split tank, sub-tank that I bought from Long Ranger. I hadn't actually hooked up the water inlet and outlet pipes on that video. I literally just had it, I literally just put it in and hooked up the actual fuel part of it. So this video, I'll show you what I've done. I'm sure other people will do other things that suits them, but this is what I've done. So they supply about an inch hose that's meant to go right up into underneath your bonnet, and you're meant to fill up the water through that hose into the tank, top of the tank from that hose. I decided against that. I've cut it right back and I've brought it into the back bar, so I can just hook up the hose to this. That's just a cap. I just undo this, so I can just hook the garden hose straight up into that and fill it up that way. It's so much easier. And I've just put this cap on to keep the dust out, and that cap can't vibrate off because it's so close to the actual bar. So that'll stop that. And then the actual outlet for the water is here, which is very, very good, up behind the mud flap. Not going to get too much mud and crap into there. And I've just used an actual bracket that comes with the light bar, which I thought was going to be too weak for the light bar, especially in corrugations. So I actually just modified that and just cable tie it to that for now. And also that's where the water comes from the back bar, and I've just got a tap there to stop any dust and shit coming through there as well. All right, now the plans for this in the future, I'm actually looking at putting a 12 volt little pump, water pump, and then running it down behind this bar here and having a tap at the back. But that's later down the track. I'm actually looking at changing the whole back bar around. Now that we do have water all sorted there from the tank, it's 55 litres in that tank, so that stops, I don't have to use these anymore. So I've just turned these into little bins. Little bins for now until I change this whole back bar around. Yeah, next mod. It's only a little one, this next one. All right, nice and simple mod. New cup holder from Mullet Mods on the internet. I think they're about 50 bucks. They're not very much at all, but they've got enough room to put your wallet as well. And yeah, much bigger cup holder itself. Very, very handy, and they're a lot deeper as well. So yeah, your cup and cans don't fall out compared to the standard ones. Very handy. All right, so that's about it for the mods for the time being. The next mods will be upgrading the wheels and the brakes. I need to have a 17-inch wheel. For those that have been following the channel will know this. I need to have a 17-inch wheel to be able to upgrade to 200 series brakes through Packard Automotive, which is also part of the GVM upgrade, which I'm going to be going to a 4.2 ton GVM upgrade. I've already got the 500 kilo springs in the back. That's all sorted, but now I've got to save up and do the wheels and brakes. Alright guys, I'll make that the end of the video. I just wanted to keep you updated to where I'm at with the Cruiser. I know I haven't done a lot since the last video, but I just want to keep you updated where I'm at for those that are following the channel to see how it goes. Once again, big plans ahead. We just got to save up the money. If anyone got one of those money trees, I'd love to take a branch off it. Like, subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to see how this thing turns out in the future, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you again very shortly. Cheers.